Hi, everybody. I'm a 2 minutes late tonight. There was like a total happy dance happening right there because I am a very, very, very excited Scentsy consultant. It is the end of the month. It's the last day of the month. And in my lovely, amazing Scentsy world, we try to, and it kind of matches along with my accounting world at my day job, we try to match and end everything at the end of the month because that's how our commission structure is based. And so it's kind of like making sure that you've got all your orders in, finalizing everything for the month, basically doing all your month-end stuff, right? So final numbers are rolling in, and this lady just officially hit my numbers to promote to a star consultant. So I totally just did my happy dance. I have been working really, really, really hard this month. And well, I mean, I usually work my business all months. It's not to say that I don't work it hard any other month. But I was really especially working hard in June because I wanted to make it a really, really, really great month because it is my birthday month still. And we had this amazing Join in June promotion. And so I was just dead set on making it happen this month. If nothing else, making something happen this month, right? I was just going to have a good month personally. And as the month started to progress, I got, I'd hit my goal, which when you become a leader, your main goal is 500 in sales. And that's simply because it's like your bonus point, right? So when you start to hit $500 in sales is when you start bonusing. And so when I hit that, and I hit that kind of early on, what I did, sorry, I'm multitasking and texting Miss Lauren from my team here. It's end of the month, guys. And so when I hit that goal, I was like, okay, I can totally make this happen. We've got the Join in June promotion, which is, awesome. And we've got our Launch to Leadership going on. It's June. We had Bring Back My Bar going on. We just had so much stuff going on this month. We had the Warmer of the Month with the double scents. We had Summer Sunrise and Summer Sunset. And so with everything going on, I was like, okay, this is it. This is my month. I am totally going to take June and I'm going to own it. And I did. Over this past weekend, we had here in Kansas City, Missouri, which is where I live, we had some we had a good, nice sized thunderstorm last Thursday, and thunderstorms are thunderstorms. I mean, I live in the Midwest. It's like Tornado Alley. So it's not a big surprise to have a thunderstorm, but we had 80-mile-per-hour winds associated with this thunderstorm. And needless to say, here in my area, we had hundreds, thousands of people. I think they said it was like I said, it was like late Thursday night. Like we lost electricity about 1:30 in the morning. Well, technically that's Friday morning. Thursday night is when the storm started, but about 1:30 in the morning, we lost electricity. And at about that peak time, they had approximately 150,000 people, customers, who were without electricity. And it was insane. And needless to say, with 80-mile-per-hour wind gusts and above, we had lots of down trees. We had lots of down power lines. We just had a lot of stuff going on. in our backyard, we have these big, huge, like mature trees in the backyard. And one of those happened to lose one of the mighty limbs and it fell under a power line. So we were actually without power when it went off Friday morning at 1:30 in the morning, all day Friday, and then all day Saturday, and then Saturday night, it actually ended up coming back on. And to top it all off, I had, and you guys might remember from last week's video, I was sitting there saying, oh my gosh, I think I might be getting sick. I was totally getting sick. I had like this chest congestion, sinus crap going on. And so you couple that with no AC in your house and no electricity to blow a fan. It was kind of muggy outside, so you really couldn't even like open the windows and get a breeze. So it was like this huge brick sitting on my chest. And we had no electricity. And my 5-year-old was also sick right along with me. It was just a crappy weekend to end a very busy week. So I was, even through all of that, I was determined. I was like, that's it. Nothing's going to stop me. I'm just going to continue on my goal. And I did. And I closed my last party tonight. So I got it all in. I got it all done. And I don't want you guys to ever say that you can't do it. You're too busy to do it, because you can do it. You can do it. If you put your mind to anything, you can do anything. So you can do it. I have faith in you, because if I can pull myself out of that and do it, you can. I know you can. You guys are just as strong, if not stronger than I am, because I'm a baby when I'm sick. This week, though, in other news, we are going to be talking about launch parties. It's Scentsy launch party time, guys. We, are ending up our Join in June promotion month. And if you guys haven't joined yet, if you're on the fence, you do have until, I think, what is it, 1, or is it midnight Mountain Standard, or 1? No, I think it's midnight, Mountain Time. Midnight Mountain Time. I don't know. Anyway, if you get on right now, you can still join in June and get in on the Join in June promotion, which is free shipping on your starter kit. And then you also have the opportunity to earn, when you earn Shooting Star, which is getting $500 in PRV within your first 15 days, you get our Shooting Star Award, which is an award in and of itself. But along with that, you also get the Shooting Star kit that comes with over $300 and more in free Scentsy product. Free Scentsy product. I mean, I can't slow it down enough to emphasize free Scentsy product. It's awesome. I wish maybe that would have given me motivation to hit Shooting Star when I joined, because I didn't hit Shooting Star when I joined. I wasn't as awesome as 2 of the 3 team members that joined in June. My newest team member, she still has time. Shonda still has time to do it, and I know that she can do it. But Whitney and Letitia both hit it. So you guys, it is totally doable. So clock is ticking, but you still have time to get in on this deal. You still have time. Starting tomorrow, July 1st, you can still join. They haven't announced any kind of joining incentive or promotion, so I doubt there probably will be one, because we just had one this month. But that doesn't mean that you can't join. You can still join at any time, but the sale or promotion will be over, so you'll just pay shipping on your starter kit, like we all did when we joined, and you can still earn that Shooting Star Award. You just don't get the products for free. You just have to order it. You get it at a discounted rate. So it's not $300, but you get it lower than $300 for $200. And you still get all the same amazing stuff. And you earn PRV on it. So awesome. So you can still do it. Bring back my bar. Talk about final moments, guys. Final moments. Bring back my bar. We are literally, clock is ticking down. It's clicking clicking down to grab those, bring back my bar scents before they go back into the Scentsy vault. So I had to, after I submitted my basket party, I was sitting there and I was like, oh, snap. I totally need to order my own 6-pack. So I had to hop on real quick because I need more eucalyptus and I needed more cashmere. So I did a 3 and 3. I did 3 of eucalyptus and 3 of cashmere because the eucalyptus helps me breathe. And the cashmere just, well, it just makes me feel amazing. So anyway, going into the first of the month for July, so just a quick little housekeeping before I jump into launch parties here. Truly, you need to be connected to your workstation because, like I said, they haven't announced anything officially for July, so we don't know what might be going on for promotions or specials or sales or anything like that. So your workstation's the best place to stay connected. Obviously, the news tab is where any, if they're going to do like any type of join promotion, if they're going to do any kind of sales promotion or, anything like that, it will be announced there. Any breaking news will be announced there. And then, of course, your resource tab is going to be your next BFF because for us as consultants, we get the super sneak peek. And so on the first of every month, they will show us the warmer and scent of the month for the upcoming month. So tomorrow we get to pick a quick peek at our workstation under our resource tab, and we'll be able to see what the August warmer and scent of the month will be. So it's always a special fun day for that. All right, so let's just jump right in. Anyway, so we're going to talk about launch parties tonight because, like I said, we had the Join in June promotion. So I personally had 3 people join in June. I had 1 join in May. So we're still kind of on that cusp of being able to get these launch parties in because, you just joined. And so some of you might be like, awesome, I joined and now I need customers. Unfortunately, they don't just appear out of nowhere. You have to get out there and you got to make them happen. And a launch party is a really great way to be able to do that. Because you can be your own host for your launch party, right? You can totally be your own host. So if you've asked some of your friends or family members and nobody's quite jumping on saying, yeah, I'll host a party for you, that's okay. Be your own host. You can be your own host at any point in time, but your launch party is an amazing time to do so. And that's simply because it's your opportunity to kind of literally run the show. You're the host and you're the consultant. So you get to have fun with it. Have a lot of fun with it. This is your opportunity to be able to introduce Scentsy and what you just joined and created this amazing new business. So it's a great way to be able to share that with your close friends, your family members, your coworkers, your neighbors, maybe the people you go to church with, or the kids, the other parents at their baseball practices, dance teams, things like that. So spread the word that you are the new Scentsy consultant in town. Spread the word that you're going to be having a launch party. Of course, there's lots of different ways to do the launch party. So it doesn't have to be a traditional home party. Of course, it's great if it can be because it helps you start to kind of get into talking Scentsy and showing the products off, things like that. I think it's good practice to be able to do that. But if it doesn't happen that way, if it doesn't work for you, it doesn't have to be that way. This is your business, okay? There's no rules as to how you can do a party. You can do a party however you want. So that could be maybe a Facebook party. It could be a book or a basket party. It can be a Google Hangout party. We've kind of touched on those before. It can be a traditional book catalog party that maybe you've seen in other places where maybe you're not giving out a basket party, but you're just passing out catalogs and order forms and, collecting orders that way. But above all else, you want to share your Scentsy spirit. So that means getting excited about your launch party in your business. Sharing your excitement, or what I refer to as your Scentsy love, is contagious, okay? When you are talking about Scentsy, you should be upbeat. You should be positive. You should be happy. You should be genuine and authentic and be you, okay? Be you. I can never stress that enough. And I think that is one of the things, if not the very best thing I love about my Scentsy business, is it gives me the ability to simply be me. I'm geeky. I'm a nerd. I'm goofy. I have a sarcastic sense of humor. I like to do this techie stuff, which is why I love doing my videos. I like and I love getting creative and doing a lot of graphic pictures and designs. I only use apps on my phone, guys. It's not science. You guys can do it too. Get on there and download different apps, play around with them, have fun with them. That's truly how I learn how to do them. I love that stuff though. And so it gives me that outlet to be creative and to be silly and to do the play on the words and, you know, to even have craft time. You know, when I make my samples and I make them up and, you know, I get to make them in the fun molds and I get to put them in the fun postcards and mail them out. And, you know, it's great. It gives me the ability to be me. So let your you shine through, because honestly, guys, the more genuine you are, the more authentic you are to yourself, you're going to go so much farther than you ever thought possible. People will truly buy into your authenticity. Okay. If they see you coming off as being fake or, you know, not you, if that makes sense, you know, they're not necessarily going to jump right on the Scentsy train with you and be like, yeah, Scentsy's awesome. I'm totally going to get into that with her, if they really don't trust you or if they really don't connect with you. So find a way to connect with your customers, with anybody that you're going to be talking Scentsy to. You know, being able to reach out and make those initial phone calls to just say, you know, hey, I just wanted to let you know, if you haven't maybe noticed, whether it's on social media or, you know, heard me talking about it at work, wherever it is, you know, I just started my own business and it's a Scentsy business. And if you've never heard of Scentsy, I would really love to be able to maybe give you a catalog and a sample and have you try it, or take my borrow bag, you know, give them a warmer and give them, you know, either some samples or maybe a bar, or even if you've got a bar that maybe only has like 2 or 3 cubes in it, that's okay. The point is to get them to try the product, right? To say, hey, would you mind just, you know, taking this home, warming it for a week and seeing what you think? Give me some honest feedback. I would love just to hear your feedback, if nothing else. And I guarantee you, if they put it in their home, they're going to enjoy it. I promise you they will enjoy it. I think that being able to experience Scentsy is truly the best way to sell Scentsy. So I encourage you to find ways to do that. But the launch party is truly a really great place to do it, because you can gather all your inner circle, or what I like to call your gang. You can gather your gang together and you can share all of your products and really, again, let your personality shine and be you. And trust me, guys, people are going to follow that. They truly will. They will believe in you, even if maybe they're not that crazy about the Scentsy thing. They're at least going to support you in what you're doing, because they're going to see your passion. They're going to see your spirit and your excitement and your drive for your business. And they're just going to be like, wow, you know, and maybe they're not into the wax and the warmers. That's okay. We have a whole layers line for laundry, guys. Everybody does laundry, right? We hope they do. So, you know, if they're not totally into the wax and warmers, then you know what? You start talking about washer whiffs. Again, if you don't have one, and I believe, you know, when you get your starter kits now, you get this size, the washer whiffs in this size in your starter kit. I want you to use them, because I think you as a consultant should be knowledgeable about your product. So you should at least be trying it once. Doesn't mean you have to, again, different strokes for different folks, guys. You don't have to love everything, but you should at least be able to try it and be able to give them some good, honest feedback, either how it works, how it smells, if it lasts for a long time. I will tell you the stronger ones and the washer whips, like this one is Sun-Kissed Citrus, one of my favorites. And the Layers laundry line, it lasts forever. This scent does in your clothes. My husband and I, we don't dry a lot of our clothes, like our shirts especially. And so when I do laundry, I will bring it in here and I will kind of hang it up to air dry, and I will walk in and my whole room is completely enveloped in whatever the scent is. Right now I'm on a Sun-Kissed Citrus kick. So that's just what it happens to be. And, you know, I'm a Scentsy addict, and this is what we do. We smell anything that we touch that's Scentsy. Anyway, so when I have these containers, or I save all my old ones. I've got a little bag down here with them all in it, all the empty ones. And what I do is I will put about enough, if you can. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit of glare there. Can you see that in the bottom? There's enough washer whiffs in there for a sample. So that's like a load of laundry. So this is actually one, I just grabbed this out of one of my basket parties that I just got back yesterday. And I will actually just kind of stick that down in there. And I will tell my host, feel free to try it, use it, and let me know what you think. It's a sample. Just if you'll just bring me back the container. That way I've got my Scentsy tub in the other room, and I can just put another scoop or two in there for the next person to host a party. So let them try it. That is the best way. Now, when you have your launch party, however it is that you're doing it, the best way to start really building that customer base is to work on getting bookings out of that launch party. So this is the time that you want to start filling up your calendar. I always suggest anywhere between 1 to 3 months out. Okay, don't go farther than 3 months when people are trying to book a party with you, because they're going to lose interest. They're possibly going to forget. Things are going to come up, and they're probably going to have to cancel. You might have a luck with 1 or 2 here or there that might say, hey, in October, I would really love to host a party. Okay, I'll put you down. And I'm going to cross my fingers that come October, you're going to still be ready and into it. You're going to have to do some work on your end, though, to, again, just keep reminding them. Maybe every 30 days, send them a quick email, note, phone call, whatever, text, and say, you know, hey, I'm so looking forward to your party. You know, keep that excitement going. You don't want to let them forget. But I personally don't recommend going over 3 months to book a party out, because, like I said, they'll forget. You might forget. You never know what life's going to throw your way. Your electricity could go out. But booking parties, it's a great way, again, to build that customer base and start getting that contact information. Now, offering booking prizes is a great incentive to booking parties. When I talk about booking prizes or booking incentive rewards, things like that, obviously this is nothing that Scentsy does officially. So this is what I call your personal special. So if it's nothing that Scentsy is promoting, okay, if it's not in your workstation, it's not in your resources tab, you're not seeing it out there on the news tab that, oh, look, we're offering a free bar with every purchase. Okay, so if Scentsy is not putting it out there, then that's your personal special, right? And because it's your personal special, that means that not every other consultant out there can have that same special. Not every other consultant can afford to give away a free bar with every order. Not every consultant can afford to give a half-price item to anybody who refers you, or a free warm. I've heard of people just, you know, saying, yeah, I give people free warmers if they book a party with me. And well, that's awesome for you. I personally can't afford to give away a warmer every time somebody books a party. So it's not something that's within everybody's means. So that's why when you're going to do any incentive like that, you need to do it on more of a one-on-one communication. And a one-on-one communication can be a couple of different things. It can be a phone call, it could be a text, it could be an email, it could be a message on Facebook, things like that. Those are private means of communication. That's you one-on-one with another person. Face-to-face is another great way to do that. So those are the ways to do that, to be able to still be fair to the other consultants out there who may not be able to offer the same things that you can. We don't want to be unfair, guys. We are all in this together to build businesses together. We are not competing against one another for sales and for our business. So, you know, we're a sisterhood, a brotherhood. We are a family. So we have to keep that spirit alive and keep it positive and really supportive of each other. So keep that in mind at all times. But again, being able to offer a booking price, and it doesn't have to be anything huge. You know, it could be, you know, hey, I've got a couple extra bars, you know, so when I go and I talk to, you know, Sarah tomorrow about maybe booking a party, I'm going to let her know, hey, if you decide to book a party with me, when you have your party, I will, I'll bring you a little fun host bag from me and maybe throw in a bar that you might have on hand. Or, you know, maybe it's a handful of samples. It could be anything. It could be a hand cream. You know, I like to buy my hand creams in the combine and save because obviously it's the best deal. But if I'm closing out a personal party, I will always do my half price, my rewards. I will use those and I will buy combine and save items. So like I will buy like the 6 packs of hand cream and buy them at half price. And then I've got hand cream that I can either put in my bag parties, which is like what this one does. That's why it says try me on it, because I want people to try the product and realize that it's awesome. And this one is Lucky in Love. And if you guys haven't smelled Lucky in Love yet, OMG. I actually, I have this thing with scents. Go figure. But Lucky in Love, if you guys haven't heard yet, the word on the streets, I totally just stole a line from my daughter's Sesame Street. The word on the street is, and it's true, Lucky in Love smells very, very close to Victoria's Secret Love Spell. And I actually keep these guys, I will keep them together because, not because I'm sitting here pimping Victoria's Secret, because I'm not making commission off of Victoria's Secret, but I am making commission off of Scentsy. And I will tell you that as much as I love my Victoria's Secret, with its 2 fluid ounces compared to my 3 ounces, I get a much better deal buying my Scentsy. That smells just like my love spell. And I will let them try it. You try it. You tell me. You put your nose and your hands to the test and you use both and you tell me, are they truly that different? Now, I'm not like a mixologist. I have no idea how lotions and scents are made. You know, I'm sure that we are not infringing on any copyrights. But it truly smells alike. And there's a couple different ones out there like that, but that is my favorite one to be able to compare with and to show people with. But let them try it. You know, that's a good booking prize, like I said, to give away, where you can buy those combine and save items and then have those on hand to give if somebody books a party. And now I usually, this is just me though, because I learned from experience, I don't ever give them their booking prize until their party. Why, you may ask? I share these things because they've happened to me, where I have given them their booking prize, and then lo and behold, when their party date rolls around, suddenly they're too busy and they need to cancel and reschedule. And then we reschedule, and then the party just kind of disintegrates and never happens. Not to say every time it would be like that, but those have been some experiences I've had. So I have learned to not give those prizes until I actually have the party. When you're talking to people about booking a party with you, hosting a party with you, don't forget to let them know about the host rewards. You know, a really good phrase that I like to use is, you know, hey, you can totally buy it for retail price, but I would love to be able to give it to you for free and half price. Would you rather pay free and half price, or would you rather pay retail? I don't care which way you do it, but if it were me and how I like to buy my Scentsy, it's with host rewards because it's a better deal for me in my pocketbook. So don't hesitate to, you know, share that. Again, that is a Scentsy special, right? All the time. Our host rewards have not changed. Just make sure that your wording is, you know, consistent, because when do you get host rewards? When you hit the minimum qualifying party, which is $150. So just make sure you're letting them know, hey, when you get a qualifying party, you can get your Scentsy at free and half price, the things that you want, right? So make sure that you're letting them know, because you don't want to accidentally, you know, just say, hey, if you host a party with me, you get free and half price Scentsy. Because yeah, they can host a party with you, but if they don't hit 150 in sales, we certainly don't want to break their heart to be able to say, oh, well, you didn't hit your sales mark for 150, so I'm sorry, you don't get any of that. And then they're mad and they're upset because they didn't understand, and you don't want that awkward situation. So again, it's for your benefit and it's for theirs and everybody else involved. Contact info. You want to start collecting that as soon as possible. When you're starting to talk to people about if they would like to host a party for you, or when you're at your launch party and you're having it and you're talking about, you know, booking and setting that up, you know, that's when you want to have and I've pulled mine out so we would have it out of my bag. I have this, and you guys probably know me. I'm not a planner girl by any means. I'm a geek. I'm a nerd. I do everything, almost everything, on my phone. And so everything, it lives in here, which is great for me because it dings at me and it tells me when things are happening. However, my customers and my potential hosts and maybe recruits that I might be meeting up with, team members, things like that, they can't just look into my phone at any time, but I can certainly whip out my book when I am either at a party or talking to somebody about a party, and have this with me as a great visual reference, right? So I encourage you to have some type of a book, planner, whatever. You can get these, and in fact, I don't know if I got these exact ones or they were different ones. I also have an obsession with office products or supplies. I very possibly got this at Target in the dollar spot a while back when they had some planners, like at the beginning of the year. $1, they had to fall in the basket. But this I thought was great because I was able to actually, I gave these to some of my team members to try and help them get organized at the beginning of the year. But it's a really great way to be able to have, again, it's more of a visual reference than anything. So what you want to do is, especially before you have your launch party or before you go to a party or before you go to talk to somebody about a party, have your visual planner ready, okay? So you can grab one anywhere. It doesn't have to be a certain thing. It can be something with puppies all over it. You know, it doesn't have to be anything special. But, you know, dress it up, make it be fun. This is my party planner, right? I mean, you know, I don't know. But I encourage you to go through and at least have 3 months at a time. And I want you to go through and I want you to mark the dates that you know you're going to be available to host home parties, and on the dates that you're going to be able to host maybe Facebook or those virtual parties. So what I do, again, just what I do, and you'll see this is this week, actually. We're on this week. So like if I was at a party, I would pull this out and I would say, okay, the ones that are highlighted in yellow are dates that I have available to do online Facebook parties. So those are awesome. Nobody has to leave their home. You don't have to clean your house. You can stay in your pajamas. You can have a really great time. I do all the work. You are my host. You're my VIP. You don't have to do anything but either invite people or give me a list of people you would like to invite, and I will be more than happy to contact them and invite them to your party for you. Now, if you're doing it on Facebook, what you're going to want to do is when you set up the event, you want to make your host be the actual, the host in the Facebook event. That way they can go in and they can at least invite their Facebook friends to it. And then what I recommend for that, and we can do a whole thing about Facebook parties because I love those to death, but I recommend go again every time they invite someone and they accept the invitation. I recommend reaching out to them, either sending them a private message in Facebook. And that's usually how I do it. Honestly, there's probably other ways to do it, but that's how I do it. I go in and send them a Facebook message and introduce yourself, and just it doesn't have to be fancy, and just a very quick, hey, I'm Jacqui. I am the Scentsy consultant. I'm friends with Angela, and I'm so glad that you're going to be joining us for the Facebook party. I cannot wait. If you have any friends on your Facebook friends list that you think might be interested or know about Scentsy, feel free to add them to this group. I would love to be able to share this with more people. And if you refer a friend, then you can be put into my personal drawing that I'm going to be doing when the party starts. Again, one-on-one conversation that I'm having with her via a private message, right? So I'm not breaking any rules. And I'm trying to entice her to invite some of her friends to show up to our Facebook party. So have your dates ready and spread out. You'll see next week what I've done, what I do for, so there's another Facebook date available that I have, a basket party. I try and rotate my basket parties one a week. Okay, you guys know me, and that is how my business goes, is literally all by basket, pouch, online parties. This is how I work my business. I do hardly any home parties. I have probably done 4 in my entire career. I don't do a lot, just doesn't work for my customer base, doesn't really work for me and my schedule. But I still always offer them. I always offer them because I personally love doing home parties. But what I do for those dates that I know that I am available or will, be able to be available to do a home party, I mark them with my Scentsy washi tape. And I do that because what is the great thing about washi tape? Well, I'm so glad that you asked. It's because it's removable, right? You can move this guy anywhere I needed to move him. So maybe that date didn't work any longer. I can change that and move my tape to a different day. But I mark those as my home parties. So my basket party, I have one that week ready to go out. I'll have it ready on that date. So if they say, yeah, I'd like to host a party, but I'd rather just do a basket party. Okay, great. I should have one back by this date. So I'll have it all ready for you, ready to go, made up. That also gives you time to plot out your schedule. Remember, guys, this is your business, right? You don't, if you're anything like me, I haven't yet gotten to the point to where I can have a personal assistant to do things like that for me. So I have to be able to make sure that I know, and I try to make them up in advance. Like I said, this one I just got back, so I'm going to go through it. I'm going to remake it up, and I'm just going to have it there and ready. So that way, when I have somebody who says, hey, I want to do a basket party, or do you have one available? Yeah, no problem. Let me go grab it for you. And it's ready to go. So this gives you plenty of time to know if you've got one coming, that you are going to have one ready to go on that date to either meet that person, if it's a coworker, take it to work, whatever. But anyway, go through and, like I said, do 3 months at a time and just plot out your dates. Okay, these can change. Okay, just because I've marked it here and maybe my husband and I decide that we're going to take a extended weekend vacation this week instead, what do? I just go through with my marker and X it out and be like, oh, I'm sorry, something came up on those days, but maybe I'm going to move it to another day during that week. Okay, have your party planner. Have it ready. Visual things will help get things noticed and draw more attention to it. Again, contact info, I kind of touched on that. Start collecting that now. So you need to find a system that's going to work for you, guys. I truly recommend figuring out a system that can be duplicatable, because when you start jumping into this and you really start working on your customers and building that customer base and your contacts, things like that, you need to be able to make it something that you're going to be able to keep up with. Okay, if you start out with like this whole sheet of paper and you fill out like somebody's birthday and their home address and how many kids they have and where their kids take dance classes and what scents they order every month, this is going to get truly overwhelming if you build your customer base up and have 150 contacts. Are you really going to want to fill that out for 150 people? You're not going to have enough time unless you have that personal assistant to be able to sit there and do that. So find ways that you can make it replicatable. For me, my phone lives with me. And my phone has lots of information in it. So what I personally do with my phone is I actually have it set up in my contact list, and on everybody's contact that happens to be a Scentsy business contact, so those are the people who have ordered from me, I will do a quick little blurb in the notes. So when I get to their contact information, I will put their email address in, their phone number in, their mailing address if I've got that. I'm trying to get all that information simply because I want to add them to my sample mailing list, right? I want to be able to mail them stuff. And so I want to get those addresses so I can do that. And then, so what I'll do in my contact list is there's a section for notes. And in the notes section is where I'll just put a quick blurb, like, I don't know, Casey here. Casey loves, I put where she works, and I put on here that she ordered the henna warmer and she ordered beach travel tins. And so I know that she likes the scent of beach, and I know that she also, and I put on her that her daughter liked the warmer. And so because I know that she and her daughter, she wants to cater a lot to her daughter to be able to have her daughter have some fun smelling scents. So like those kid-friendly scents that I love so much, like the jumping jelly bean, the paradise punch, those are like my kid scents. So I always like to send her a fun sample or give her something that is going to be geared toward her daughter, because I know that her daughter loves it just as much as she does. So just little notes like that. It doesn't have to be a big, huge, long sentence or piece of form paper filled out with, you know, all their information. Make it short, make it simple, keep it easy. You know, so this is also a really great way, again, for me being busy and on the go and running around a lot, and maybe I'm at work or whatever, and I don't want to pull out the surface, and I don't want to sit there and get all involved. I don't have time for that. Maybe I'm on my lunch break at work, but maybe I want to send out some quick emails and or get my mailing list ready to go, whatever it may be, or the new scent of the month came out and I want to be able to start letting people know, and I want to be able to look first for people who I know are going to love that scent. I can quickly pull out my phone, I can go through my contact list, and I can just sit there and start going down the line going, okay, yes, that person, that person, that person, that person, that person. And those are the ones who are going to get these samples first, because those are the ones I know are going to love this scent. I can't wait for them to smell this one. things like that. So that is what works for me. Again, doesn't have to work for you. This is your business. This is my business. I'm just sharing what works for me. So whether that's an electronic thing, maybe you like doing things on the computer and making a spreadsheet. You can do that too. You have your workstation. Okay, workstation. Whenever you enter in an order and you add a guest, okay, you always want to try and get name, address, phone number, email. Those are the 4 main pieces of information I want for everybody who orders from me. Why? Because I want their address so I can mail them fun stuff, right? I want their phone number. So maybe if I want to have fun one day and do a text promo, a personal special, and I want to do it all through text, I have their information in here that I can text them, and their email. Again, I want to be able to include them in on my Scentsy newsletter that goes out from my workstation. That goes out free every month. The first Wednesday of every month, your workstation automatically sends out a newsletter to anybody who you have an email listed, and if they've opted into your newsletter. Now, if it's somebody that you have personally put into your workstation and added them as a guest, you need to go into go to your contact tab, go to their name, click on their name, and when you open it up, you can edit it, and you can check. There's a couple different boxes there, but one will say opt into newsletter. I think that's how it's phrased, and you can make sure that box is checked. And once that box is checked, it's going to keep that information. So every month when Scentsy automatically sends out your newsletter on the first Wednesday of every month, those people are going to get your newsletter. Bam. It's instant marketing that you didn't even have to touch. You didn't have to do. You didn't have to do anything to it. And it's going to go out for you. Other people, you might like to go old school. Don't be afraid to go old school. If that's how you feel familiar and comfortable, there's tons of ways to keep books with addresses, names, phone numbers, whatever you need in there. Go old school if that's what it means. There for a while, when I first started out, I started out with this little index card box, and I would write down basically their contact information, right? Everything that I now put into my phone. But I would write all their contact information there, and I had this cute little, index card box, and it was so cute, and it worked for a while. But then when my contact list started growing and I started having more people, I couldn't keep up with writing their name every time on the index card. So that quickly went to the wayside, and I went electronic. It just, like I said, worked much better for me. But do whatever floats your boat, guys. Okay. Remember, when you were collecting somebody's contact info, or asking them, do you want to host a party, just because they say no, it doesn't mean that it's a no forever. It's just a no for now. Okay. Same thing on Facebook. I've talked to a lot of people lately who say, yeah, I'm posting things on Facebook. Nobody pays attention to me. And I just feel lost. Nobody's even listening to me. Most people who are not us and don't love Scentsy and don't have the passion for Scentsy, and they don't like to be sold to, they don't like the salesman to come out in us. They're not going to be there liking your posts every time. They're not going to be commenting every time. But like I've always said, stay consistent with whatever it is that you're doing, because even though they're silently saying no by either not liking your post or not commenting on it, doesn't mean that they're not seeing it. Okay. So just because they're silently saying no at the moment doesn't mean that in 2 months down the road, they may be sitting there thinking, gosh, I've seen her posting about this stuff all the time. And man, my mom's birthday is next month. I think she might really like something like that. I think I saw her post a warmer that had a flower on it. She would really like that. That might be a fun thing that I could get her. And then all she has to do is buy wax after that. People will remember those things. So that's why I say consistency is key. Keep it up. You want to keep that Scentsy out there. Don't diarrhea it all over your page. Okay, seriously. That's what I say. Like, you have this tendency sometimes that you're so excited that you like vomit all this information out, and people are just like, okay, that's way too much. I didn't need all that. I just was curious. Don't overwhelm your people on social media. So don't like bombard them with sell, 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 buy, buy, buy. They don't want that. Make it fun, make it light. You know, hey guys, oh my gosh, I came home from work and I had this major sweet tooth. So instead of breaking out the ice cream in the fridge, I went ahead and I pulled out my blueberry cheesecake bar and I put it in the warmer. And oh my gosh, my whole house smelled like blueberry cheesecake. And it was great to be able to take away my craving. I just did a total post without saying, buy blueberry cheesecake from me, please. But I'm still sharing it, right? And I'm giving that idea in their head. And they're like, wow, does it? I wonder if it really smells like blueberry cheesecake. You know, offer people those samples. Do you know foodies in your life? Do you know people who love the floral scents, things like that, just in general? You know, just very easily in passing say, you know, hey, I know that, you know, you're always out in your garden and you're posting pictures about the plants in your garden. They're always so beautiful. I wish I had a green thumb like you. And you know what? We have this really great scent called Fresh Cut Daisies. And I think that this would be something you would really love. Would you be okay if I sent you a sample in the mail so you can just try it and see if you thought that it was a nice scent? More than likely, they're probably going to say, yeah, sure, you can send me something. Here's my address. And when they get it and when they try it, guys, putting the product in their hand and letting them smell it and experience it is going to do wonders for you. Wonders. We talked last week about scent and warmer of the month and how to best utilize that. So that's a really good way to be able to get those samples out there. But just because it's not scent of the month, you know, Fresh Cut Daisies is not a scent of the month, but doesn't mean that I can make up some samples and pass them out to the people I know who love to garden and love the smell of fresh cut flowers, because since the Addicton process, it smells like fresh cut daisies. In this bar right here. Gosh. I was just talking to my sister-in-law about that tonight. Love it. Another great way, again, if they're saying no, whether it's a silent no, not responding to you on Facebook or social media, or when you specifically ask them in person and they just say, no, I'm not into that, I'm cool. Well, have you tried our Layers laundry line? You know, I can give you a sample of some washer whiffs. So you can try it out in one of your loads. And they're like, no, I don't ever do laundry. So, and I don't like my clothes to smell pretty. So no, I'm good right now. Okay. Your standard response, what does Jacqui always say? Your standard response is, that's okay. Do you know somebody who is interested in laundry and likes things to smell good? Because I'd be more than happy to give them a free sample of it. So anyway, I'm going to wrap it up here for you guys. Your launch party, make it an epic event. Like I said, share your Scentsy spirit, your excitement. You just started your own business. Kudos. Rock it out. You can totally do it. Share your excitement. Share your authenticity. Be you. The sooner that you do start jumping into your business and really start, you know, trying to get some referrals, trying to create that mailing list. Maybe it's just literally starting out with a mailing list, guys. Go through, if you've got, you know, your address book, go through your address book. If you don't have an address book or you don't have people's addresses in your phone, because, you know, a lot of people, we don't do what I like to call snail mail anymore, right? But I love doing it with my Scentsy business because I like to be able to send people fun mail. What do you get in the mail? I get my bank statement. Most of my bills are electronic, so I only get a handful of bills, like my sewer bill and my water bill still come by the mail. I dread when I see those guys. It's like, okay, bills came today. Or maybe it's something from the different firms that I'm working with right now, or, you know, it's a grocery store flyer, whatever. I don't get a whole lot of fun mail. So if people were to start sending me samples in the mail, I would just be like, oh, yeah, I got my samples in the mail today. And I would be so excited. Make somebody's day, even if it's just sending them a card. And in that card, it's just, hey, was thinking of you. Hope things are going well. I've started my own Scentsy business, and here's a sample of what I do right now. So I hope you enjoy it. Talk to you soon. It doesn't even have to be, again, it does not have to be that sale technique. Guys, don't come off as a hard salesman. You can truly do this. You want to be able to establish relationships. We're in the relationship business. Establish those relationships, okay? It's not all about selling all the time, but it's about, again, being genuine and authentic and really being able to show them that, you know, you still care about them, whether they buy Scentsy from you or not, right? I hope you do if you're talking to them and it's somebody that you know well enough to have their address. So let them know that, you know, you're not just there to sell to them. You're truly wanting to share something that you're very passionate about and that you believe in and that you really enjoy and love. And it means a lot to you. So I'd like you to try it as well, because that's really all it boils, at least for me, that's what it boils down to. This is what I love. I love Scentsy. It is my fun job. It brings me happiness. It makes me smile, and I want to do the same for others. So that's kind of how I look at it. That's how I approach it with my business. So, you know, give it a shot. Try it out. But yeah, the sooner you start working your business, the sooner it's going to start working for you, and you're going to start seeing it on your commissions. You can totally do this, guys. I have 100% faith in all of you that if you truly set your mind to it and you truly make that conscious decision to say, I'm going to work this business and I'm going to keep working it until I make it happen. You can totally do that. And for those of you maybe who didn't just join, doesn't mean that you can't have a new launch party, right? I can't even tell you. I have done 3 relaunch parties in my Scentsy journey, and it doesn't get old. It actually gets fun each time around. I will always throw a different theme in there because I have been a consultant for a little while. What I like to do is call them a customer appreciation party. So do a customer appreciation party. Hey, thank you so much for being a customer of mine and supporting me in my business. And I'd like to invite you over to my house. I'm going to do an open house. So come on by, I'll have some food and some drinks. And then what are you going to do? You're of course going to be having your warmers going with some amazing scent like fresh cut daisies or blueberry cheesecake or what else is up here? What do I have? That's an older one. Havana Cabana. You can do all kinds of stuff. Warm the fun scents. Get it going in your bathroom. Have the hand cream out. Have the hand soap there so they can wash their hands. You know, get them experiencing those different things. If you guys need questions or help, of course, if I am not your sponsor or your upline, feel free to reach out to your own or your director. Anybody going up your upline can certainly help you. I'm not opposed to helping anybody and everybody. That's why I'm here, right? So don't hesitate. If you can't get a hold of your sponsor or you just don't have that good connection with them or your director, don't hesitate. I'm more than happy to answer questions, share things. Again, I'm here to see all of us succeed. I want all of us to have the success that we each individually want for ourselves and why we joined Scentsy. So whether or not that's just because it's a good hobby, you like it, you have fun with it, whether or not it's you want it to be it's a part-time income for you because you work a day job and then you have your part-time fun job like me, or if you're looking for your fun part-time job to eventually become your fun full-time job and do this all day long, it doesn't matter, okay? It doesn't matter where you're at in any of those things and what you want. It just matters that you're truly working it to make it be what it is you want it to be for you. I hope that you all are ready to go out there and launch your business now. I hope you've got some new ideas flowing. If you have any amazing ideas on launch parties, feel free to share those in the comments below so those people who are just joining Scentsy can get an idea of what works for everybody. Like I said, this is my business. This is how it works for me. For others, it works in a lot of different ways. There's hundreds of ways to work your Scentsy business. So get creative. Think outside the box. You do not have to stay in the bar, step out of the bar and think a little wider scoped. You know, what's something that's different? What's something fun? What's something, you know, have it be somewhere out and about. Do a happy hour after work with somebody. You know, bring your testers and, you know, some lotions and stuff. I don't know. Make it fun. Enjoy yourself. And just enjoy. All right, that's what I've got for you this week. I have a couple different topics in line for next week. I haven't quite narrowed it down yet. But I do have a couple in mind, so don't hesitate to shoot me an email. Catch me on Facebook. Comment down below. Chat box. I don't think that we've got any questions over here. Hello. We don't have any questions over here, but if you guys do, don't hesitate to comment below, and I will certainly get back with you. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week. Have a great 4th of July weekend. If you celebrate 4th of July, please be safe. Please be conscious of others out there and your neighbors, and enjoy. Until next time, peace, love, happiness. Have a great week, and I will talk to you next week.